This is Lisa from Mobile Tech Review, and this is the Sony Ericsson Xperia X10 Mini and X10 Mini Pro here on the right. They're nearly identical, but the Pro is a little bit larger, and it has a slide-out keyboard. We're going to take a look at both of these and use the X10 Mini Pro for most demos since they function the same. These are Android phones, and they're going to be sold as unlocked GSM phones with AT&T 3G in this country. Unfortunately, we don't know how much they're going to cost yet, but they probably won't be terribly expensive since they're not very high-end phones. The point of these phones is really that they're really small, pocketable, cute little things. So for those of you who don't want something like an Evo in your pocket, but you do want Android, this is what Sony Ericsson has come up with. So you can see this is a very small 3.1 ounce phone. It only has a QVGA display, which is kind of low end, so this isn't going to be ideal for serious gaming and watching lots of videos, though it does have a nice display. And it's available with several different backs. We've put on the purple back. There's about 5 different ones that are available. The Mini Pro with the slide-out keyboard does not have the optional backs. You see 5 megapixel camera back here with a flash. It's pretty impressive they managed to fit that into something this teeny. You have your volume control buttons here and your camera button. Power buttons up top here. Headphone jack, micro USB port. And on the Mini Pro, similar design, just thicker. Headphone jack is up top. There's the power button. Camera button, volume rockers, and micro USB port. This has a soft touch rubber back. Otherwise, the design is very similar to its smaller friend. And I'll take a look at the keyboard here. Got the full QWERTY keyboard, and happily the space bar is below the characters, so you don't have a split keyboard up here. The number row is embedded up top. You've got your function button here on the left, and this keyboard is not backlit. But the keys are nice and raised, if you can see that. And they're pretty clicky, so it's pleasant to type on it. Here we've got 3 buttons instead of the usual 4 Android. We've got a menu button, home button, and a back button. So this is the home screen. As you can see, this is running a version of Sony Ericsson's Timescape and Mediascape software here on top of Android 1.6, just like the big Xperia. This only has a 600 MHz ARM6 family CPU though, so it does occasionally bog down a little bit. But then a device this small, I'm not sure how many apps you want to run concurrently, and you can always download a free task manager to control that. So you've got shortcuts in the corners to your mail, music player, phone book, and phone dialer. And if you do that, you can go to your application grid. And there's a little indicator up top that shows you where you are on each page of applications. If you hit home, it all goes away. If you hit that, that'll also bring it up. Now, unlike most Android phones, if you press the menu button, you do not get the full Android settings. You actually have to tap on the settings icon here. So this is what you can do from the home screen if you tap the menu button. Arrange your icons, change your wallpaper, and arrange your widgets. As I mentioned, this is a GSM unlocked phone. That means it'll work with any GSM carrier. 3G will be on AT&T's bands only. Call quality is quite good. Sony Ericsson is good at that. And reception is about average. We'll take a few applications on this. Speaking of Timescape, here you have an icon for it here. It's run as an application. With the Xperia X10, it was just on by default for your home screen. So here you can see your latest tweets and Facebook entries, pictures you've taken, all that kind of thing, in a pretty cool UI. Given the 600 MHz CPU that this has, it runs pretty well. We're going to check out YouTube. And pick something from the front page. It runs by default in high quality mode. We have Wi-Fi on at the moment. The volume is pretty good on that. And the video quality is actually quite nice.
Emotions were running high.
And we'll take a look at the built-in video player. And we'll just run one of the Sony Ericsson demos. This is pretty high quality and very loud. So though it's a small QVGA display, it's pretty nice for watching video. It's pretty sharp and pretty clear. And we'll take a look at Google Maps next. We've updated to the latest version of Google Maps, which adds the Places feature. This does have a built-in GPS. As you can see, Google Maps is pretty responsive. You have directions, layers, latitude, my location, and all that good stuff. And here's Street View running on it. So that's Google Maps. Other multimedia includes FM radio here. If you plug in the headset, you'll be able to do that. And a music player that's been enhanced by Sony Ericsson. It looks pretty cool. Nice speakerphone. And it's firing out the bottom here. So that's the Sony Ericsson Experia X10 Mini and X10 Mini Pro with keyboard, available sometime this year in the United States with AT&T 3G. Price is yet to be announced. Visit Mobile Tech Review to read more.